Now, ladies and gentlemen, there is nothing that I despise more than people that create content and post it on the internet. Now, you might be asking yourself, does that mean that you hate yourself too? Yes! But the people that I hate the most are the people that make content out of just disturbing people in their everyday lives. It is subhuman, bottom of the barrel. These people will probably burn in hell one day. Okay, maybe that's a bit of an exaggeration, but I don't like these people, and I don't like the content that they make. Unironically, I think the most that I've ever been triggered by a video on the internet was that Kai Cenat video, where he was doing these pranks, social experiment, bro, where he was taking money out of people's tip jars. Like, holy shit, these people are working shitty minimum wage jobs, can probably barely pay their bills, and you are fucking with their money. This is evil! Like, I'm not saying that I want people that do this to get hurt, but when they do, I don't feel bad. And by the way, they have gotten hurt. There was a YouTube prankster that got shot in a mall. Like, just leave people alone. You have no idea what state of mind the people that you're messing with are in. It's just such a bad idea. If you're so untalented that you can't make engaging content that doesn't revolve around harassing people, then go get a real job. Like, I'm not saying that I have any talent, but I'm not stooping to that level. And so that brings us to today, where Pewdiepie has made a video where he's talking about how these kinds of YouTubers are like specifically going to Japan now and causing ruckus in what is otherwise known to be a bit of a peaceful, a bit of a respectful country. I don't actually know if that's what it's normally like. I've never been. I'm not a weeb. I don't own an anime body pillow. But he talks about how the problem has apparently gotten so bad that the Japanese military was having these like drills where they're learning how to handle terrorist YouTubers. But yeah, the pranks that these YouTubers are doing in Japan actually make me angry. Unironically triggers me. Like, he talks about one guy that was trying to go through Japan without like spending money. He would try to go on public transit and just not pay the fee. There's no joke there. There's no clever bit. Like, it's literally just, I'm going to sit here and argue with the bus driver and just not pay the money. Like, again, this isn't even funny. Like, at least when you look at somebody like Sacha Baron Cohen or Eric Andre, when they go out and they do their in real life pranks, they usually try to think of like some funny bit to go along with it. And there's also a very important thing that they tend to do, which is they make themselves the joke, right? Like, Eric Andre will be a goofball out on the street, and the main reaction that he tries to get from people is, oh my gosh, this guy's acting like a lunatic. That's funny. Or at least when Sacha Baron Cohen does something to like fuck with somebody else, at least he tries to expose like actual flaws that people have. Like that scene in the RV where he gets like the group of guys to talk about how minorities are getting power or whatever.
Big shit.
It would be better country if...
Yes,
yeah,
but
but
would be better country. We should have slaves.
Our country, the minorities actually have more power.
Or in the second Borat movie when he gets like a conservative rally to like openly talk about how they want to chop up journalists. Pretty wacky.
Okay, journalists, are we gonna inject them with the Wuhan flu? Or chop them up like the Saudis do? Okay, let's hear it. Who wants to inject them with the Wuhan flu? Who wants to chop them up like the Saudis do?
And listen, you can make the argument, I guess, that this is still kind of a shitty thing to do because these are civilians and blah, 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 blah. But at least there's like talent here. At least there's creativity. And at least in these kinds of pranks, the people are willingly interacting with them, even though he's playing a character. These YouTubers are just straight up harassing people and like disturbing people when they're working. Now, PewDiePie made the grave mistake of invoking the name of Jonathan Salami. I don't really know that much about this guy. The main story that I remember of him was when he, unsurprisingly, was like harassing people in Japan, yelling Hiroshima and Nagasaki at people.
What? Hiroshima, Nagasaki.
Hiroshima, Nagasaki.
We do again.
Which, again, is just harassing people, making them the butt of the joke instead of yourself for not even a good or funny prank. It's just edginess for the sake of being edgy. And then the most recent thing that happened with him was that I guess he's like in Israel or something, and a bunch of kids beat him up. I'm not joking.
Hey, don't touch me, man. Hey.
And yeah, all PewDiePie really says is that the guy broke into a Japanese construction site, and his main criticism is that it's just cringe and unfunny at the end of the day.
So funny too.
And yeah, like, it's literally the most milquetoast criticism that you could possibly make of the guy. Yes, harassing people while they're trying to do their job is bad. And that milquetoast critique causes Johnny Somali to go on an absolutely embarrassing cope session in response to somebody saying, "You guys should listen to PewDiePie, he's an OG." Johnny Somali says, "He ain't my OG, the new generation. We run this shit now. Buddy needs to shut the F up and retire. Racist against blacks and an anti-Semite. This hypocrite has no room to even discuss me, especially with misinformation and lies." Okay, wait, hold on, guys. We have breaking news. We have live reporting on PewDiePie's response to Johnny Somali.
Fucking insane. I was holding it so fucking straight.
Wait, PewDiePie, no, don't say it, no!
What a fucking...
So yeah, I guess he's trying to like fall back on, well, PewDiePie said the N-word once, and I know there was a whole thing about PewDiePie being anti-Semitic. I think it stemmed from him like giving a shout out to a YouTuber because he liked his anime videos, and then it turned out to be the case that that YouTuber had some like weird anti-Semitic messaging in some of his other videos. I honestly don't even really remember the whole situation, but like I go to read the article that he posted, and this is what it has to say. Kjelberg, that's PewDiePie's last name, who has yet to comment on the affair, in February lost contracts with YouTube and Disney after he posted several videos containing, allegedly, anti-Semitic content. What are those videos? This article doesn't say. And in September 2016, he was temporarily blocked on Twitter after making a joke about the Islamic State group. What was the joke? The article doesn't say. You know, maybe those are valid critiques, but when you're gonna call somebody anti-Semitic and you don't even say what the guy said, I'm not inclined to believe you. The thing is that none of this really matters. It has nothing to do with PewDiePie's criticism. You were a foreigner in Japan being a nuisance. That is cringe. Like, he goes on to try and like nitpick stuff that maybe Felix got wrong. Like, he was like, 1, I was never charged for trespassing in Osaka, Japan. Maybe that's true, but you walked into a construction site when you weren't supposed to be. You disturbed people that were just trying to do their jobs, and you started yelling Hiroshima at them. You're a piece of shit. You are a loser. That was PewDiePie's main criticism against you. I am not permanently banned from Japan. I can and will return in the future. Okay, PewDiePie literally said in the video that he doesn't know for sure if you're actually banned.
So he got arrested, now he got deported. I don't know if he's banned for life or anything like that, but I think it will be really difficult for him to enter again.
And again, that's not an important point. It has nothing to do with his main criticism of you. And then he tries to pull out the race card. He was like, he called me a terrorist. Very interesting use of language that could be racially motivated. Definitely defamatory and considered slander and libel. See you in court, Felix. And this is like beyond nonsensical because in the video, Johnny Somali accuses the police of treating him like a terrorist. And then they just make fun of him because he's literally talked about how we're going to do Hiroshima and Nagasaki again.
Acting like I'm a terrorist or something. Okay.
There you go, they said it. He is an actual terrorist. But he's been yelling Fukushima, Nagasaki, we will do it again. And it was like, I can't believe they treat me like I'm a terrorist.
What, they think I'm a terrorist of some kind? This is crazy. Why would they think that?
Anyway, bomb Japan.
I ain't no lawyer, but I'm pretty confident that there are no grounds for defamation here. So yeah, at the end of the day, I despise all content creators especially myself, but I do believe that there is a special place in hell that is reserved for the YouTubers and or streamers that harass people in public, that disrupt people when they are just going about trying to do their fucking job. And you know what? I may be going down there as well, but god damn it, will I take solace in the fact that they are there with me. Again, that might be a bit of an exaggeration, but I really don't like these people. Bye.